maybe a minute ago. You know me, I don't have any plan of when I'm going to live stream and when I'm not. Maybe with the new year I'll come up with a plan, but I don't have one yet. I never know what I'm doing 1 second to the next, let alone planned for, you know, every week. That would drive me crazy. All right, so like I said, I'm working on this book. I just opened up the spread. Before I went on live, I just gathered some papers that kind of went with this color theme, and we're just going to start gluing and see what happens. And we're having really mild weather. I think today it was like 58. The sun was out. Very pleasant. If you got to run around, it's good weather. If you got your yard to pick up from all the leaves that have fallen, beautiful day. But then, what's today, Tuesday? I guess Thursday we might have rain. It's going to get cold and yucky, so we've got to enjoy the days we've got. So that led me to a very busy day today. But I'm not complaining. I got a lot done. My body's complaining. My mind isn't. Okay. I'm just going to put this here. I got some more pack. I got a good response to the my fabric packs that I put together. So I still have a few other colors I'm doing. I've got like 2 or 3 more done, but I'm not going to rush to put them on because then I'll have to rush to mail them out. I'm sad. I'm pooped. But they were fun to put together. And I discovered stuff I forgot I had. It was sort of like going on a little scavenger hunt in your own little studio. It's actually kind of fun. You go shopping in your own place. Okay, let's put, what am I going to put over here? I don't know. Somehow, I'm not sure how, I want to use a portion of her face, but I'm still not quite sure how I'm going to do that. But that's the plan. Now, I have these left over from the last time we did this. So I could just put these down and then fill in. Yeah, let's just do that. Then we'll fill in with whatever it is I'm going to do. Let's keep it simple. Just start with the background and be done with it. Now, normally I would use a glue stick because, you know, it doesn't warp and do all that stuff. It's dry. But my brain wasn't working. That tells you how tired I was before I realized that I was putting Mod Podge on here. It's like, wait a minute. I'm supposed to be using a glue stick. So anyway, we'll work with what we got. See how that's curling up? If I use that glue stick, it wouldn't have done that. That's okay. That's okay. All right. Oh, hello, everybody. How you doing? I was down here with my face in here and didn't notice new people come in. I'm so sorry. All right. So I got this down. Just working on my peacock journal. No specific plans. Just playing around, see what I do. Okay, so like I said, I want to use her face, but I haven't quite figured out how I'm going to do that. It's kind of big. It's kind of big. But I think we should do it anyway. Let's just chop off part of her head. I think I might try, I don't know if it'll work, try painting her face blue. Like a peacock, you know, and see what happens. And if it doesn't work, well, all I have to do is put more paper over her and cover her up, and that's the end of her. See, that's the fun part of these books. If you know you get a page you don't like, just glue a piece of paper over it. Start all over. Don't stress. Don't stress. Yeah, I know. Aren't those eyes? They just go with the whole peacock look. And then I found these really cool looking shoes. I was going to work with that being the dominant feature, but then I came across her, so this might have to be a different page. Hi, Sherry. Okay. I'm liking this a little bit better. A little bit better. Then I have this piece of paper, which I really like. That's a jelly print that was sent to me. So are these. And then I have some of this cool paper. Peacock feathers, of course. Kind of cool. Oh, come on. What do you mean that these socks don't look good with these shoes? Look how well they coordinate. They got the sparkly effect. It's got the exact same color as the trim of the shoe. Come on. I think she even shaved. It's pretty cool. That's what the fashionistas tell us. This works. All right. Okay, I'm just going to glue it down and then see what happens. It may or may not work. Okay, now that I've thought about it, I am going to get the glue stick. Because this is so thin, it will get kind of a little too warpy for my life. A little too warpy. So what do all you guys do today? Scotty, did you get a ride to your appointment today? Was that today? I think it was today. See, this is so thin. This even made it warpy. Oh well. How come my camera keeps moving more than usual? Must be leaning up against my table. Okay. Yeah, I think these shoes must be pretty expensive. I think this came out of Vogue. So yeah, they're probably more expensive than our house payment. All right. Ooh, you got the ink set. Have you played with it yet? Oh, good, Scotty. I'm glad you got someone. Oh, so that's got all warpy. I don't like that. Oh, well, let's go over it so that I can have a base to paint on it. Let's just go crazy. Let's go crazy. Okay. Let that dry, and I'll bring in some blue into her face and see what happens. Oh boy. Oh. CJ is on silent mode. You have to type in there. Somebody type in there that I sent CJ her package today, her order, because she won't hear me. She's on silent. Okay, I need a sip of tea. Hold on. Well, my dogs have been having so much fun in this weather. Unfortunately, they're chasing at night. They're chasing these little bunnies that I've been watching. They live underneath my studio, and of course, you know, they come out at night, and I block off this area so that my dogs can't get in here at night, outside the yard outside the studio. But these little crazy bunnies are suicidal, and now they're going outside of the gated area. And I keep telling them I can't save them from the dogs if they go out in the main yard, but do they listen? So I'm scared every morning to find a little bunny with his 4 feet up in the air. But so far, so good. Okay. All right. Thank you, Scotty. Okay. Now, what do I want to do? I thought there was these cool feathers right here. If I cut those somehow, let's see how those work out. I should tear them. I have to tear these up. I tried to turn off my autofocus, so I hope it's working. I mean, I hope it's working that it's not working. I hope it's not auto-focusing on you guys. Let me know. Okay. I'm going to try and paint her face. Now, don't get mad at me, you guys, if it doesn't work out, because there's a big chance that it's not going to work out. I'm just trying to do something a little different. So are you saying that the autocorrect is on? Wait a minute. I'm confused. I'm a little confused. Okay, I need a little brush because I thought I turned it off, but I could be wrong. All right. This in a little bit of, put the lid back on. Well, I think I did the auto focus should be off. Autocorrect, I cannot address that because I'm not sure if I messed with that or not. So that I can't address. And I need some water. I know she's turning blue. And then what am I going to do? I have no idea. I tell you, I have no plan. Hey, I can confuse myself all by myself. I don't need your help. It took me forever to find the place to address that, the autofocus. It wasn't in a place that, for me anyway, seemed logical, but that's just the way I think. So it may have very well been in a logical place, but I forget how many times I went into the settings. I never found it in the settings. It was somewhere else. So, oh well. It does look like a facial, huh? I was going to say she looked a little bit like a lizard or something, but she does. We all look a little bit like a lizard when we have a facial, don't we? When you put on that the mud one, the mud mask. I scared my dog once. His little ears went all over in different directions. Like, whoa, what was that? What's that? Well, she's just getting all blotchy. I think it's from the what you call it that I put on there. You know what I mean? The the Mod Podge. It didn't go on evenly, so now it's making these blotches, which we are going to work with, people. That's how you create new techniques, is you go with something that goes wrong, and then all of a sudden everybody's doing the video on it. Just give it a name, and then everybody wants to do it. So we'll come up with a name for it, and you watch. It'll be all the rage. It is dry. It's just that it's kind of lumpy, dumpy, wumpy. So you know what? Ask me if I'm going to sweat it. See what happened. This is all that happened. I know exactly what I did wrong. I was super, super tired, and I started gluing everything down with Mod Podge. I wasn't supposed to do that. I was supposed to put everything down with a glue stick. But no, I was tired, and I just started grabbing things and doing stuff. So that's now what I have to deal with. So it's all my fault, and we're just going to create a technique. We are starting a technique. And if anybody asks, it's called the reptilian. And you watch. This person's going to have the reptilian. That one's going to have the reptilian video. It's going to be all the rage. I do believe. Okay, so that's one layer, I think. Every moment is an interesting moment. Yes, that's right, Patricia. You called it right. I'm the trendsetter. All trendsetters are alike. They have no idea what they're doing. So I really do think I qualify as one, because I never know what I'm doing. Woo, she's looking uglier by the minute. I love it. I don't know how she looks over there, but she's pretty ugly over here for real. Okay. Oh, dear. That's right. She's allergic to the mask, Teresa. This is a anti-commercial for the brand new improved Reptilia mask. It does not work, I would say. Okay. I think it's just not her. Oh, she's even worse with the white. Oh my. And here I came out to do something so I could relax. This is becoming very stressful. This is becoming very stressful. Okay. There was a show. I think it was short-lived because I don't remember seeing it very long. And I can't, for some reason, I want to say it was on ABC. And it was this pretty girl. It had something to do with aliens or something. Help me out, people. I'm sure you guys know. And I think she was some kind of or maybe in another show, she was like a reptilian type person. I don't know. But for some reason, this lady's starting to remind me of her. Does anybody vaguely know what I'm talking about? Ah, yes, that was it, Teresa. Whatever happened to her? Or whatever happened to the show? Or did she like lose all her skin and scales and then she became something else, so they canceled her? I'm not really sure what happened. But yeah. First she was there and then she was gone. Hold on, I gotta look at this right side up. Okay, now if you're a blue-green color, I wonder what color your blush would be. Because I got to get her some blush. Okay, the aliens came down and they looked human, but they were lizards underneath. Oh yeah, purple. Janet, your package went out today. Oh my goodness, you people. You know what Janet sent me the other day? Speaking of all these things, she did bring me. I wish she would bring me something. I want to meet her in person. But anyway, she sent me some really cool peacock stuff. But even better than that, oh dear, where is it? I think it's in my. Oh shoot! I think I took it over to the house. Anyway, she sent me this really cool. What do you call it? Magazine? Is that what it is? Yeah, it's a magazine. Book. I don't think you call it a book. Uh-oh, what happened here? Anyway, she's published in it. It's so exciting. One of her pieces of art is in there. What was the name of it? Tell us the name of the magazine, Janet. I think I took it. Hold on, I'm gonna check real quick, see if I have it here. But I'm pretty sure I took it next door. Hold on. I lied. You see, I'm so tired, I don't know what I'm talking about. Okay, so the other day, I was looking at some book. I forget, some magazine, some Stampington magazine. Can't remember which one, probably Art Journaling one or something. And in there was an advertisement for this Stamper Sampler book of templates. And I said, oh, how cool. I think I would like to have that because I like these little templates right here. But then I thought, what if those are the only ones in the book that I like and I don't like any of the rest? So I thought about that for a few days. Well, maybe more like a few weeks I thought about it. And then lo and behold, I get some mail from Janet. And inside with all the other goodies, she sent me this. And that alone, I thought, oh, how cute. Like she read my mind. This was the little stinking thing I wanted. And I was just too scared to spend the money in case there wasn't anything else I liked in it. So that's called being cheap. I know, but that's okay. That's another story. So, so I was all excited. I'm going through all the pages and I'm going, I want to try that. And, I want to try that one. And, there's another one. I want to try that. And, so on and so forth. And then I thought, what happened here? Something got stuck. Oh, she ruined the little book somehow. Something got stuck. And then I go, holy moly. Then I saw that she had written on it. And I'm going, what did she write on there? And look at that cute little thing that she made. It's one of those, like those little clipboard thingamajiggers. I'm sure there's a name to it. The name must be here. It's called a crown template. That's no crown. Oh, it is a crown. You know how I envision this? I did not see that as a crown at all. Oh, now I'm seeing how it's a crown and it goes around. Oh, I'm so stupid. I didn't see it as a crown. I saw it like from those old, what do you call those things? I'm tired and I don't know how to talk tonight. You know those thingamajiggers, the clipboard. I thought that's what this was. Doesn't it look like it is a decorated clipboard thingamajiggy? Don't you guys think? I mean, what do you guys think? Somebody agree with me so I don't think that, I'm the only one that looked at it wrong. Oh, clip-on crown. See, I knew it was half right. Thank you for saving me. But anyway, isn't that cool? That is so cool. And of course, she always puts her vintage jewelry on everything. It's so beautiful. I actually used two of her tags that she gave me in a swap. I don't know if it was a swap or just a little happy mail that she sent me. But to me, it says winter. And when I haven't had time to finish up my winter journals that I was working on with my owls and all that stuff. And so, but that was my inspiration. I'll show that to you later if I don't fall asleep before that. But thank you again, Janet. This is so wonderful. And congratulations for having your work published, even though I didn't even know what it was. I didn't know it was a crown. Okay, back to Lizard Lady. Okay. So did we have any consensus up here? Let me see. Blush. Blush should be purple. You're probably right because it had to be, see, something like that color. So let me see what I have. I don't know if I want to do paint, if I want to do, let's try these things I have because they're water soluble, but I forget if they dry permanent or not. I can tell you, my brain is it's gone right now. I know my intense pencils, I think those dry, but okay, I know you guys will be able to help me. Do these dry permanent? I know they're water soluble, but when they dry, are they permanent or not? If not, I can't use that either. Let me know. Well, I'm looking for something else. Do these reconstitute or are they permanent once they dry? Oh, okay. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking that might be it. So maybe what I'll do, get a little bit of that with a little bit of some glue, a little bit of Mod Podge. And I do like those colors. And it'll be permanent. Okay, now I see on the monitor there that this looks blue, but it is really, really purple here. So anyway. And then we'll cover some up once we get this on here. Not to worry. Don't get all freaked out, people. Oh, see, it doesn't even show up. And here it's purple. Or is it just my monitor? Do you guys see it or not? Oh, it looks purpley. Okay, good. Because on my monitor, it looks, you can hardly see the difference in color. Okay, good. Okay. I have to dry that. And let me get my drying tool, because I have a lot of Mod Podge on there so that it would stick. So let me dry it up. Hold on to your ears. Oh, it's really wet. It's going to go floating all over the place. Oh, that's pretty cool. It's giving her scales. See how things just happen? Or I'm just so smart I planned it that way. But now she has scaly cheeks. Oh, this is cool. They are scaling up. Oh boy. This is going to be cool. Okay. What a mess. Hi, Linda. We're doing a show and tell on makeup for lizards. So this may not look attractive to you for yourself or for a loved one, but it's a trend. Uh-oh. Hold on, people. My battery's gonna go kaput in a second if I don't hook something up that I didn't know was unhooked. Hold on. Okay, I think we're okay. All right. Okay, I think this is pretty creepy. Let's try it a tiny bit more. Okay. Pretty creepy. We got to get the most of the creepy. You can't let any creepy go by just by chance. Ooh, okay. Whoa. Yes, you must start tagging the lizard technique so that other people will feel that they're kind of out of the loop and they'll start doing their own. You got to help me with the trend. Okay. So now, if you notice, she's got a lot of little blotches in there because I put so much of the Mod Podge. Now, this is the secret of the reptile technique, is you have to mix too much glue or matte medium with the secret ingredient, and then when you try to dry it, it goes, and that creates the what you call it there. So now I have to figure out what is under, because her scales have to have layers, right? So right now she's only got 2 layers. She's got the blue and she's got the purple. So I need to go get her something for her other layer to her scale. And for some reason, I'm thinking it might have to be almost, oh, I don't know. I mean, in theory, it should be some kind of a green, but I'm just going against the theory and thinking I need to go really way off the mark, like orange. Okay, let's try that and see what happens. Because can we make it any worse than it is? No. Okay. Let's see what happens with this. Bladder control. Well, you know, they have little things for those, and they're looking more attractive every day. So I hear. They even make them for your husband now. So I hear. Ooh, this might work. Oh boy, I can see I'm going to be trending. Okay, so for the scale effect, you need the glue. You need the soft pastel. And then you need color shift. Because you know how scales, when they move around, they give different colors. And that's what this is going to do. That's what a color shift does. It shifts color. What a clever title. Okay, so when that dries, I'll shift it around and show you how cool that's going to look. And you know how when winter comes, you know, our lips get a little chapped. So I'm sure she's got some scales on there. So let's just put her a little bit of scale effect on here. Okay. Oh yeah, nice and scaly. Looks like a commercial for chapstick now. All right. So I don't know if you can see the shift in color or not. It may not be too obvious on camera. Okay. All right. So. I hope nobody's reading reading our chat there and trying to figure out what we're talking about. Okay. Okay. So I need to figure out if she needs to have I think the white of her eye needs to be a different color. Because yeah, it needs to be a different color. They're never, very I don't think I've ever seen one with white. I could be wrong. It isn't like I've been eye to eye with every reptile ever made, but the few that I have been in contact with, yeah. So, not sure what I'm going to do with that yet. Let's think on that. Let's think on that. Now remember, those of you who just got here, I am working on my peacock journal. So that's why we're trying to go with, certain colors. Trying to highlight certain colors and maybe her eyes should be purple. The whites of her eyes. Glitter? Where? In her eyeballs? Give her a headband. Oh, you want it to literally be a headband? I can do that. I have the technology. But then she's not going to have a top to her head. This way you didn't know she didn't have a top to her head. What happened to the top of her head? Now I have no, now she's not happy. She wants it to be round. Oh my goodness. Trying to cover up that ear because, you know, a reptile doesn't have an ear like that. They just have a slit. Are we getting there? I'll have a drink of my tea while you guys decide. Oh yeah, no brains. Oh, I know exactly what I'm going to do for Miss Reptile. Oh, yes, I do. Okay. Okay, I need to glue these down first. And then plan B. And I've already messed it up with all this Mod Podge, so I might as well go all the way. CJ, you know me so well. You do work with mental health, don't you? I thought you did. Oh dear. That's probably why you know what I'm going to do before I even know it. Now, not everybody, most people that follow me, they know I really like peacocks and that I really like elephants. But maybe few of you know what's third on my list. I don't know how many know. I talk about it enough, but nobody's ever sent me any, so that's why I think maybe most people don't know. People have sent me peacock things and people have sent me elephant things. But the number 3 on my list, no one has ever sent me. So I'm guessing that even though I talk about it, it hasn't registered. But you will all know in a minute what number 3 is once I get this glued down. Oops, paint. Nope. Plastic. Oops. Still my finger. Glue with plastic. Not good. Alrighty. Okay, we're getting there. Not sure where there is, but we're getting there. Oh, this is kind of cool. And these are cool. I'm going to incorporate these somehow. Got the purple and the green. Oh, but then the band's all gone. You can't even see it anymore. Maybe too much. Third eye. Oh, yeah, maybe she needs a third eye. What am I laughing about? That's a very serious consideration. I don't know how many of you saw my lady in my other art journal. It was the three sisters from the different mental sides. I don't know if you saw them, but I think they're related to her. I'll go get them in a second once she's done. And I think you'll be able to see the correlation. Okay. I don't know. She started to look like she comes from the Amazon instead of from, Reptiliite, planet Reptiliite. I don't know. Scotty, you're always scared whenever you watch my stuff. I forget last time what I was doing. You said it scared you. Okay. She might need a feather. Oh, It's all becoming very clear to me. Yep. It's becoming very clear. All right. Talk among yourselves for a second. I have to go grab something. Okay. And before anybody has to leave, because I know a lot of you, whoops, are in or out, these are the tags I was mentioning that Janet had made. Is Janet still here? How often do I go live? I don't have a schedule. It's sort of like whenever I just get motivated. I don't have any schedule. You know, I think it's maybe, I don't know how long it's been since I last went live. Sometimes I do it once a week. Sometimes I went 3 weeks without doing it. So, but I was just saying that maybe with the new year, I'll try and maybe come up with some kind of a plan, but I'm not going to promise because I never know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it. Anyway, these colors right here, I should say these tags right here were made by Janet Heritage. And I just, you know, I've had these for quite a while. I don't know how long. It's been a while, a couple of years. And I have a an old spring to a bed. When they used to have springs. I have one up against one of my walls in my other room, and I pinned stuff to them, and I had these pinned on there, and I keep looking at them and keep looking at them, and I keep getting inspired. And so I had already finished my my art journal, my art/altar journal for the autumn, and I made those, and those are already gone, so I can't show them to you, but you can watch them in the past video. So then I thought, okay, well, those are gone. I need to work on my winter one. And so I kept looking at these and kept looking at these. And that's what inspired me. Oops, I got pins. These aren't done yet, so no judging. These are what inspired me to make these. These are my autumn ones that I'm working on. I mean, my winter ones. And so I'm making two of them. I make two of them at one time when I make the these altered art journals. And so one of these is going to go into each one of the journals. The other one, and here's the other one. And you know, is that the last? Oh no. And then the last, I think the last live I did, if you guys were with me, was when we were doing the Snow Queen. I don't know how many of you remember the drama about making the Snow Queen, but that's the last time I went live. So you'll have to, I think, you have to look that one up. So after that, I think I had a nervous breakdown and I haven't finished. I moved on to other stuff. I haven't finished those yet. But I figure, hey, the first day of winter, you know, isn't even here yet. So it isn't like I'm behind. Right. Okay. Back to Lizard Lady. Okay. So I ran over there because, and then it reminded me of this, because this is where I have my feathers. I do have some feathers because I put them in there with the owls. Now, if I can open this, it'd be pretty good. That's what you get when you get these things that are airtight. Airtight, and you can't open them. Okay. Real airtight. All right, so look at all these yummy feathers I have. Now I know, you know, she does have her peacock feathers up here, and we could have feathers in here, but you probably know that some of these reptiles, they eat. They eat a lot of, not referring back to my bunnies, because we're not going to have any discussion about the bunnies, but they do eat little creatures that have little feathers. So, and no, I'm not confusing my bunnies with things that have feathers, but you know, we're just talking here. Uh-oh. Yeah, like chickens. See, yeah, they do like those things. And birds that aren't smart enough to stay up in the tree. Well, if they're a snake, they could crawl up in the tree and go get them. So they could be smart and asleep, and boom, their history anyway. All right, so I need to decide if I just wanted to kind of poke a little hole in there. I'm going to stick the feathers in there like she got caught. She got caught in the bird jar instead of the cookie jar in the bird jar. But I need to know, should I put some bright colors or should I? Why go for realistic with this picture, right? We could just go crazy with a hot pink bird. Come on, people. You didn't expect normal. If you wanted normal, I can give you quite a few names. You can go watch. They're normal. They're normal, nice, cute pictures. That's too big. Too small. Okay. So she just kind of hanging out over the lip like she forgot to clean her mouth. Yeah, that looks kind of cute, huh? Like, oops. Yeah, this is like, oops, who, me? Yeah, that'll be the name of it. Who, me? Excellent. We're getting there. All right. So we're just going to put one in there. It has to be subtle because she doesn't even realize that she forgot to wipe her mouth. Okay. You know, we don't want to be out there. Now, we still could put something right there. And I still got to figure out what I'm doing with her eyes. I haven't figured that one out yet. Yeah. Should I just go with the orange? Or they could just kind of be puked looking. There's a lot of chameleons where their eyes are orange. Shades of orange and yellow. So we might be able to work with that. Let's just do it. We can always cover it up. You know how that goes. We can always fix it. Maybe I should get that away from my computer. Last thing. CJ, don't say that. It might be true, though. She's got them in her hair, so how'd they get there? That might be part of the story that we just don't really want to talk about. Ooh, I like it. Okay. Now, when other people like come to my studio and they look at this picture, I might have to explain it to them. Or they can make up their own story. Let me pick this up so I can see. Alrighty. And then I need to put a little dot in her eye because it got a little muddied up. And I'm going to cover up on this white stuff. I don't like it. I'm just using a charcoal pencil. She does look Brazilian. I guess I keep saying that because I have a couple of Brazilian friends and they look like her when they put their makeup on. Not the orange eyes, of course, but you know what I mean. Very exotic looking. Those girls look exotic with no makeup. You can imagine when they put makeup on. Alrighty. So I like all the white edges gone. I usually cook all of our meals. We rarely, I mean, rarely go out to eat. But I had, like I said, I've been really busy and I ran a bunch of errands today and I was heading home and I thought, you know what? I really, really don't feel like cooking. And there wasn't anything like just leftovers to heat up or anything. So I went to Popeyes because my husband loves chicken. And when you haven't eaten something in a long time, boy, it sure tastes good. I can't remember the last time we had, their chicken. And yum, yum. We didn't make it. It's so funny. I got home and I put it on the counter in the kitchen. And my husband comes in. He goes, you know what? I just realized I haven't eaten all day today because he had meetings he went to this morning. And then when he came home, I left. And so I didn't know, if he'd eaten or not. Anyway, we're standing there and we're opening the stuff up because it smells so good. And we start eating. We never made it to the dining table. We stood there at the counter scarfing down that chicken. And here comes our dogs going, what's that? That smells good. It smells better than Rosemary's cooking. You guys want to share? I think they get tired of my cooking too. Anyway, but it's funny when, if you go someplace all the time, it's like, oh, well, when you haven't been there in a while, man, it tastes good. You need to try that sometime. Stop going somewhere where you really like it. And then, discover it all over again. All right. Okay. So, okay, she looks freaky enough. She's got her scales. She's got her conquest. She's got her nocturnal eyes going. So now, oh, I think I have to put this little thingamajigger on there, right? Something to cover up that square spot. That's going to be right where it bends. I don't know if I want to, well, if I put it on that side of the fold, we'll be okay. Let me put that there just because. I might need some heavier glue for that. Let me get my tacky glue because it is kind of thick. Come on. Wow, this thing won't come out. It's like half full. Okay. All right, so now the next step is her little indiscretion. If I put the bigger ones, I would have put a little hole in there, but we're just going to put the small little indiscretion. So I'll just put, what should I do? Should I put some, maybe I'll do some, maybe some double stick tape to put her down. Maybe. Might be a little bit too big, too wide. Uh-oh. How do I get that off? It's not sticking to the feather. Maybe that won't work. You would think it would stick to the feather. Ah, there. Okay, there's her little indiscretion. All right. And then am I what? Okay, I got one more thing to add. Am I going to what now? Are you going to draw on top? No, no, I'm not going to draw on top of her head yet. And then I might have to put a little bit of bring a little bit of the orange in here. And then I'll bring in number 3 on my list. Yeah. Number 3, for those of you that are paying attention. All right. I had to take a drink. And now, alrighty. Number 3 are all my little bugs. Is that all? Can you see? Is it? It's probably. But anyway, my bugs. I love my bugs. So it's peacocks. And after peacocks, it's elephants. And then after elephants, I got to open up my new ink. After elephants, bugs. How many people knew that? You knew, Scotty. All right. So now, if you're squeamish, you can leave now. Because you're not going to like where some of these bugs are going. When you find some, Scotty, you tell me where you found them. I can't find them anymore. All right. So, oops, I forgot my little thingy. Hold on. I'm real organized today. All right. Wrong one. It's the only one I could find. Oh, she has some. Yeah. Well, we probably need to look on eBay or something where they sell stuff that you can't find anymore. Okay. Here we go, people. Homemade bug stamps. I would love that. Except I don't carve. So I'd have to make them some other way. I could do them out of my foamy stamp the way I make my other ones. That would work. Okay. We've got her fly. Yep, this is working. That still looks a little wet. It's pretty juicy. It's a brand new pad, so there's a lot of ink on there. I don't want it to smear all over the place. Okay. Oh, yeah. Miss Reptilia. Okay, what else does she need? Let's see. I didn't know they lived that long. Okay, so this is sort of like she likes to study bugs. So there's the info about the bugs. Oh, out of her nose would be cool. Let me see if I have something small. Okay, now I want it to look like it's coming out of her nose. So oh, no. I didn't know it would work that good. It kind of freaked even me. That's pretty bad when it freaks me out. Uh-oh, I got too much black on the edge there. How am I going to get that out? Never fear. I'll get it out. Let me try and clean that up a tiny bit. I'll probably mess it up trying to clean it up. You know how that goes, but I don't know how you can mess this thing up. Okay. Let me just try and wipe that up a little bit. I have a little bit up here. This paint's so see-through, though, it's probably not going to cover. No, it's not going to cover anything up. I'll have to do it without the water. Nah, it's not going to work because this is too see-through. Oh, that covered up. Maybe let it dry a tiny bit and then pick it up. Yeah, it just looks like the rest of the mess. Good. I'll clear this up later on because it'll take layers of drying, but it'll come up. I'll cover that up. Because the paper wasn't flat, so it picked up the side of the stamp. Just makes her look. She has a little mustache. Just a little, just a little mustache. I don't know. What do you think? Is she done? She might be done. Let me highlight these colors here. I like to outline things. Okay, maybe she's done now. Let's see. Yeah, I don't think no one's going to mess with her either. Especially if you have 4 legs. No one with 4 legs. No one with 4 legs. We'll create a pattern. Yay! All right. Okay, let me go get you her cousins in my other book, and then we're going to call it a night. Let me go get her cousins. Do you remember her cousins? I had a big long story about them, and I forget what the story was. But I could probably make it up again. Okay, so I remember I named one of them Natasha. That I remember. One of them I named Natasha. The other one I can't remember what I named her. And they were like children from the dark side. They liked everything that was dark and gloomy. And I put pictures of, trees that were, like during the winter time, no leaves, no nothing, kind of the dreary look, right? And they were sisters, and they had another sister or a cousin. Now I forget what she was. And she didn't go in for, all that kind of stuff. And she was always lurking in the shadows because she really wanted to be part of, the light side. So I put her trees, and I put her, a nice little bird and a frame around her tree so she can kind of focus in on getting out of the darkness and into the light. And then these girls, because they're all about the darkness, I put my, what do you call this, cyanotype prints that I did, which, if you're familiar with that, it's sort of like the old-fashioned way of doing printing, like in the dark room. So you had to, you know, do all this in the dark and then sit it outside. But then what it does is it gives you a negative. So I thought these girls reflect the negative of bright. So that's why I put these there, the negative of bright, right? Okay, so then, but she wants to get out of whatever these two sisters are into. She wants to get back into the light. And so I just put a nice little bright card for her. And, whoops, see that cyanotype's trying to take over the light. It's supposed to stay in the dark, and it wanted to come out with the light. And that's not going to happen. But anyway, so because they're part of the dark, notice they have bugs all over their dresses and going up their neck and their forehead and everything, because they're part of the dark part. And she's part of the light part with the cute little birds and everything. So anyway, I'm figuring that they're cousins of some kind. And yeah. So anyway, so this is Natasha, and I forget her name. I don't remember. You'll have to watch the video. I'll have to watch the video and see what I named her. I have no idea what I named her. Anyway, okay, ladies, thank you so much for joining the chaos and the lizardry of it all. And remember, start trending. What was it? The lizard look, or what was it? Now I can't remember what it was. The scale look? No, it wasn't the scale look. But anyway, you know what I mean. All right. So I might add maybe later on something. Probably not. It looks pretty done. I just might have to trim this around the edges and trim the paper off, and maybe put a little of that same dark charcoal around the corners, and it will be done. All right, ladies, thank you so much for coming by and keeping me company. Well, I de-stress and chill out, and I got to get back to doing some serious stuff. Yuck. All right. Talk to you ladies soon, and try and stay safe. And if you're in cold areas, try and stay warm. Have plenty of hot chocolate and tea and coffee and all that yummy stuff. All right. See you guys soon, hopefully. Bye.